fallout from the voice recognition. Okay. Again, thank you all for showing up. I'm actually experiencing some performance anxiety. I've performed in front of 1,000 people before. I've sung music on stage.
Robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers. But then, in the 21st century, people awoke from the American dream. Years of consumption led to shortages of every major resource. The entire world unraveled.
Getting a little preachy at me, Bethesda.
Became a distant memory.
Oh, I'm ruggedly handsome. Yes. Oh, God, is he gonna pander to me like that all the way through? I'm probably not gonna spend a lot of time doing this in front of y'all.
My boy isn't giving his mother any trouble, is he? Hey, I fixed that mobile on his crib the other day. Why don't you give it a spin?
Well, I see. That's a nice way to teach people how to interact with things if they don't know yet. I don't know if I like this 4-option dialogue thing. If this carries through the whole game, I'm going to be a little disappointed. Okay, I'm here now. Tell me about vaults.
Annihilation. I just need to verify some information. That's all.
Oh, no. Don't give me sarcastic as a generic. I hate choosing a dialogue option not knowing exactly what it is I'm going to say because I can't make intelligent choices then.
The apocalypse? Well, hell, sign me up.
That's the spirit. Now, let's see.
Oh, okay. Now this is familiar. I play intelligence, charisma. Those are my 2 biggies. Oh man, this character is really point poor. In the other games, at least the ones I'm used to, they start you off. You started with 5s across the board, and then you got extra points to build on there. Oh no. I play the talker. I like to have the skills with intelligence. This is such a bland, weak T character. But I guess if that's how everyone's playing, that's how the game is built. I pick up everything. I grew up on Infocom games where you have to carry everything you pick up, everything you see in the world in case it'll solve a puzzle later. So if I have this weak strength going through the game with that, I'll constantly have inventory problems. Oh. I need action points. I need everything. Okay, Okay. I reserve the right to regret this later. Oh, I need a name. How about We Are Devi? Because of all the people in the world you don't want to fuck with, Devi is top of the list. Montana, we will drop you an email, assuming you included an email when you donated. You will both get a lovely copper jot and an iron drab. One of them, something you can't buy anymore, and the other one, something that you can't buy yet. Thank you so much, everyone, and we'll do one of these every day. Who's coming?
We need to get to the vault. Now!
I've got Sean. Let's go.
Hold on. This implies we have a dog. We're just ditching him? That's a dick move.
Residents of Sanctuary Hills,
Okay.
if
Move.
you are registered,
You're gonna love it here. This is one of our most advanced facilities. Not that the others aren't great, mind you.
Okay, I'm going to pause a moment here just to talk about something narratively because I don't want to talk over what's going on here in the game. Here's something that I didn't understand when I was a younger kid. In fact, I really didn't fully understand it until I became a parent. When you bring a child into a narrative situation where there is peril, you are playing with fire. You know, like nuclear war, whatever. This is tense, right? This is already, you got drama. Like, you don't need to necessarily, get drama plus, like apocalypse plus. So, like, honestly, I'm nervous because the amount of subtlety that you require is in storytelling to handle danger to a child well and reasonably is not something I typically see in video games. So, I'm a dad. I've got a kid. I've had 2 kids that are that old. And this is making me a little anxious to a degree that it's bordering on a little uncomfortable just because, like, I kind of wanted to, like, go and shoot some rad scorpions and, like, be a badass in the wilderness. And instead, I've been slotted into a position where I am responsible for the health and safety of an infant. And this kicks off all sorts of, like, real fucking deep daddy bear urges in me, which is, of course, why they probably brought this in. The problem is, this limits my ability to actually create a narrative for my own character. I'm trusting the game. I trust these people. I like this game. But at the same time, I feel like I've been backed into a corner, and then, I haven't been kicked in the nuts yet, but I feel like that they're getting ready to kick me in the nuts, and I'm trusting that they're not going to do that.
It's gone. Our home. Everything we had.
Ma'am?
They're down in DC.
How
And just let me say, it's totally fair to kick somebody in the nuts, but you have to be aware that you're fighting dirty, and that person isn't gonna, you got to kind of earn certain narrative things, and trust will carry you through some stuff, but otherwise, I'm just.
How long do you think we'll be down here?
Oh, we'll be going over all that in orientation. Just a few medical items we have to get through first.
Every step of the
Move
way.
along.
You'll thrive here.
It's a good fit, don't you think?
Just checking everyone off the list as they come in.
As well as comfortable.
Prepared for the future, right?
Such a lovely family you have. I hope you'll see this as your new home.
Normal. Procedure complete. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I like that they have a decontamination thing. I was wondering about that since we've just been irradiated upstairs. It's a nice touch of realism.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
This is the one. Here.
Open it. Everything's going to be fine.
Come on here. Come here.
I got it. Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once. I'm not giving you shot.
Yeah, now you're gonna shoot him.
Go. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Cryogenic sequence reinitialized.
Okay, so let's talk about this. This is not good storytelling. You've taken like 5 minutes. Most of what I know of this world is, it's kind of 1950s. I've got a guy, I've got a baby. You've given me a little time and invested a little bit of effort into making sure that I have something like an emotional connection with them. And then you kill the guy and you take the baby away. And that means suddenly I'm not actually having human relationships with the only two characters that I've met so far in the game. Instead, suddenly this child, instead of being a child, somebody, like, if I've got to go and fucking, like, fix something in the world, then maybe, I would go out and I'd be a badass. But instead, now I've been hooked. It's like, oh, now your baby's in peril. Now go, you got to do this. This is blunt force storytelling. Now, the Fallout games in general, Bethesda, they have a certain amount of my trust. So I'm going to ride through this. But I know that a lot of the people that follow me are aspiring writers, people who do write and hope to write better, maybe become published in the future. And I just want to say, as soon as you bring a child into the story, you are playing with fire. And the thought of having a child is not a unique human experience. It's one of the fundamental human experiences. And it goes all the way back into like this deep lizard brain that we have to the thought of something endangering a child has like a real visceral experience, which is why you have to be so careful of it. I'm going to trust Bethesda. I haven't lost faith in this game, but they've burned up some of their credit with me with this crude storytelling so far. But then again, I'm also just kind of a hypercritical, bitchy person who thinks about story all the time. So this might be unique to my experience. I still want to fucking like suit up and go kill some scorpions and shit. Oh, that's the stuff. That's daddy's medicine. Okay. Are we good? Did that make sense? Oh, somebody here says, yeah, you should have killed your character's parents because they sang the wrong songs. The big difference there is that I didn't show you the characters for here's a little crepe paper doll. I'm like, hey, here we go. Look, his parents. I gave you chapters and chapters and chapters. I wanted you to love those people. And then I took them away and it was brutal. But that's not kicking somebody in the nuts. It's like, that was me deliberately crafting something that was meant to like really emotionally hurt you. Yes, elegant nut kicks take true skill, or at least a certain amount of practice. I feel really bad talking shit about this game that I've really only played like 18 minutes of. So take it with a grain of salt, Bethesda. I would still love to work with you in the future. I'm just sort of sharing my thoughts and feelings. Is this what you're supposed to do? Is that what you're supposed to do on these Twitch streams? I'm probably just supposed to play the freaking game. So that's what I'm going to do. I always have this fear that it's born of those old Infocom games that, I'll get to the end of the game and then it will say, now the only thing you can use to solve the unspeakable villain killing this is the coffee cup that was on the desk. That was the first thing you saw when you came out of your cryogenic suspension. And you can't actually win if you don't have that. Okay, see? There we go. This is what I need. I need the cleverness. This is delightful. See, now everyone's quit because they're tired of seeing me just bitch about narrative. How do I jump? Ah! Jesus Christ! Ah, good times. Mouse 2 to block. Daddy really wants the cry later.
coming back later for you.
We're in agreement. I'm now feeling a connection with this character. Wow. Okay. Okay. Good. Suddenly everyone's attitude when we came in makes sense. Good. I'm regaining some faith in the story here. I can't stay mad at you, Fallout. To have, like, I might have to do that when I'm not streaming. Just, I'd feel a little bad about subjecting you guys to that. Okay. Now, park chart. So, show on map. Show summary. I awoke just long enough to witness the murder of my husband and the abduction of my infant son. Just long enough. Strangely, it was a miracle that I suddenly came out of cryogenic sleep just for that. Like, what amazing narrative contrivance it was. Otherwise, I would wake up and know nothing. That would actually have been way better. Waking up and, like, they're both gone. That, I'd sign up for that. You know, you wake up and you're like, where's my husband? Why is everyone dead? At least he's with her. I know, little Billy is safe. I need to escape the vault and return home so I can make sense of the tragedy. Okay, I'll return home and make sense of the tragedy. Perk chart. Who puts a big pit of water here and then doesn't hide anything in it? That's just sick behavior. Somebody right off the bat with, like, a kidnapped kid, it impedes... Whoa, shit! Where? What? God! You little son of a bitches. So yeah, as I was saying, if you saddle me with a kidnapped kid, it feels really weird to suddenly, like, play this game the way that I like to play it, which is I want to kind of explore and I want to poke around in this world. I want to see all the treasures you've hidden, and I'm like, hey, look at this. I want a Coke. Or, sorry, a similar to but legally distinct from Coca-Cola. Coke, nuke. It impedes my ability to engage in a sense of play if what I'm looking for is a sense of play. It damages my ability to potentially create the narrative that I really want to create myself. And that's one of the joys of an RPG, is the role. Okay, so I can ask a dumb question, make a dumb observation, whinge, or go into denial.
Daydreaming, perhaps?
No, just engaging in a narrative critique. How did I get my beard to grow in such a color-friendly way? The truth is, this is apparently just my natural patterning. Like silverback gorillas, silver back that shows their dominance. I have special patterning in my beard that I think is meant to disorient my prey. I did enjoy streaming for the first time. The thing that I'm going to be uncertain of, all of tonight and until tomorrow is whether or not you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I love playing these games and I'm kind of running my mouth like I always do. But I still don't know what it is I'm supposed to do here. I'm hoping you guys just kind of enjoy watching me noodle around and talk about stories and games and whatever. But, I just don't know what else it is I'm supposed to do here. Oh, you're all saying you like it. It warms my bitter old heart.